Thank you very much, Muthanna, Khalid, and also Murad. So the UAE is a small country, so I believe all the universities here are not competing with each other. They are just complementing each other. And I represent the Sharjah Center for Astronomy and Space Sciences, that some of you know, which is also part of the University of Sharjah. At the Sharjah Center for Astronomy and Space Sciences, our main goal is to do space science research. So we have we're able, with the support of our leadership and also the support of the US Space Agency, to create several labs. We have a CubeSat laboratory, and hopefully by next year, mid of 2020, we're going to send the Sharjah Sat-1, which will be an X-ray CubeSat. We have also a radio astronomy laboratory. So one part of that laboratory, we have a decametric radio telescope, which is sponsored by the US Space Agency, and hopefully by next April, we're going to have the first 40-meter radio telescope in the Gulf area. And also we have the Meteorite Center. It has several parts. One part of it is the UAE Meteorological Network, which is also sponsored by the US Space Agency. It has 3 towers that observe the sky of the UAE from sunset to sunrise to look for space debris. It can be naturals, like meteors, can be falling satellites, and this system is working perfectly. Up to now, we have observed more than 7,000 meteors, and some of them are quite big, so big fireballs and so on. And hopefully, we'll be able to detect the location of these meteorites. And this will be part of another section of the Meteorite Center. We have what we call the machine learning. So we are teaching a drone how to recognize a meteorite from meteor wrong using AI, artificial intelligence. And my research assistants that are here present, so they can tell more about it. Besides that, we have also a space weather and atmospheric lab. It is worth about 1.5 million dirhams in terms of instruments. And it is part of what we call studying the upper atmosphere to see exactly the negative effect of the solar wind on space weather. So these are just part of the research lab that we are building at the center. Since I said I am part of the University of Sharjah, so we have, as UAU, we have several programs that will see light hopefully this coming fall. So we have an MSc in aerospace engineering and also an MSc in astronomy and space sciences. So this is part of the whole picture to be to fulfill the vision of the UAE in terms of space exploration and also NRD. So we have more than 4,000 students in the engineering and also sciences the colleges that are very dedicated to space science. This is a first step. Hopefully also by next fall, we're going to have 2 new research labs. We're going to have an artificial intelligence lab and also a balloon and suborbital rocket lab. So these 2 labs will be the backbone of the University of Sharjah, because we have a long vision to be a major player in space sciences research. And hopefully, as I said, we are a small country, so all of us that are here, so we're going to complement in what we are doing. So competition is not permitted, because as Khaled said, so some universities are strong in engineering, some universities are strong in sciences, and every one of us will have a role to play in the vision of the Space Agency.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you. Dr. Faris, please, from Zaid University.
Yes. Thank you, Muthanna, for allowing me to speak in front of this audience. As a matter of fact, Zaid University is one of the youngest university. It's about 20 years old, and it's accredited nationally and internationally. Both Zaid University and the space agencies are federal entities, and they share common goals and missions. Basically, we emphasize on preparing Emirati students for the 21st century life and help shape the future of the UAE and lead innovative in higher education. Now, to materialize this vision and mission, we signed the MOU and agreement with the Space Agency to fund miscellaneous research activities and national building capacities that yielded several projects and collaborative initiatives. One of the collaborative initiatives is working with our colleagues at Sharjah University to study the invasive species and the rate of invasiveness, and also the impact of some species on the groundwater. Also, we work with Emirates University on mineral mapping using remote sensing. As for the facility at Zayed University, we have one of the advanced hyperspectral laboratory, I believe, in the region. We have state-of-the-art equipment, and dozens of our students use these equipments in their research projects and classroom. As for the curriculum, basically we use the remote sensing technology in the environmental system courses and the environmental chemistry courses as well. And soon we will have a master program that has a track on remote sensing.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you very much for the question. But allow me to speak from my heart, please. I remember the first day when we received the call for proposal, so it was about 3 years ago, and I was very happy because this is the way to fulfill your STEM education dreams, because we have a lot of students here that do not like to do science because they don't see any real application. So having to write all of these proposals in CubeSat, ionosphere, radio, and so on, so it was very, very big excitement for me, because this is the way that we should do to push a young mind to go to science, to engineering, and so on. Even though not all of our proposals were accepted, that's fine. It gave us a big push to do better. But this is, I believe, the way that the US Agency has to continue to do, is to propose new ideas. So we can also propose the new ideas because we have several strong colleges, and there is nothing negative, there is nothing against, so it is always a positive step to be asked for proposals, and also for sure nothing is granted from the first time. But at least it was a way for us, as far as I can see, to awaken a little bit, to work hard, to have a clear vision of the future that is aligned with the US Space Agency vision. And for us, as far as I can see it, it was very beneficial for us. So it did open our eyes to the future.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Dr. Faris, please.
To be honest with you, I don't have a stronger preference whether solicited or unsolicited. Each one of them, serve certain purpose. But usually solicited, it serve a very specific research need that the funding agency is looking for. And, depending on the capability of the institution, whether, the infrastructure, the human resources, time, they will respond or not. But unsolicited, usually allow for more ideas and new ideas to be funded, and a new collaboration to be evolved. So I'm leaning toward unsolicited.